Hello guys, welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles. Today we're going to be continuing where we left off after a successful invasion of the island, well, fairly successful, by destroying all their military infrastructure and also completely damaging their economy. We are back, surviving on our small island that unfortunately we have had some issues with, such as the tax revenue. We've had to shut down a couple of our libraries. People are extremely unhappy, and we have got a very depleted military, which we need to get up to scratch again. As you can see here, we have our transport carrying back our last catapult across, and here's our other two with an archer unit, which I am quickly going to dump off on the shore, and we're going to hit play and see what happens. Our cart is still alive, luckily. It's good. The enemy did make a naval landing on our shores, but we quickly saw to that in the other episode. The witch has a few spells we unlocked, but none of them are useful for now. Hopefully we can unlock some more another 5 years. I'm going to send this ship back out into the ocean, and hopefully this other ship will arrive. I'm going to speed up time to 4 times speed. Quickly select these ships and put them out here. This one out here. And this one's not even moving. Right, send it back. We're going to select these people, put them in the main keep, get them out of the way. They're off back. And luckily our economy is starting to shape up again. What do they have problems with now? Our churches and libraries are closed, our peasant want them open. Well, peasants, you can have one, I say. And do we still earn enough money? Yes, we do. And now I realise why the bathhouse is not doing good. Because we don't have any connection. Luckily, just in time, we have a merchant. Any special items? Nope. But we can sell all of our lovely food, all of our lovely wood, and that's all I really want to sell to them. We could sell a bit of stone and some charcoal, but I want to buy in. They're not selling any armament. That is very annoying, but hopefully we complete the sale, get our money back, lower the tax rate, and we don't need to open anything else. We just need our Noria to be connected to the aqueducts over here. We have sufficient food, and we have a decent amount of charcoal with a decent amount of stone and a decent amount of wood. Our forests were cut down, but we still have enough wood left to sustain us for the moment. And we can get that aqueduct built. That will be in industry. Hey, where is it? Ah, here. In the food. Which I think doesn't make much sense, but also makes a lot of sense because it's mainly used to aggregate or fertilize the barren land to make it farmable. We are producing a lot of apples, hopefully. Yep. Because I found out that this needs apples, food, and armament. I don't believe we have a blacksmith yet, which I want to get placed down, so we can start making our own armaments without having to rely on the AI. But that is 4 tiles we'll need. Like 4 tiles over here will do. We have our lovely dragon statue, which adds 3 adds 3 happiness in a radius, and we can maybe do a festival to make people happy. Happiness is on the rise, and I'm going to increase the tax rate so we don't lose all of our money. Maybe we're going to increase it once more, which means we're making 106 gold a year, and happiness is only 73. We can make a tithe to the church, I don't know if that helps. But apparently we've got some master priests, which adds another 6 happiness. Managed to get as much money as possible out of that, so I gotta lower the tax rate again to -1 a year. And I need to extend this cemetery somehow. I believe we should... How close? We've only got a year till Vikings are raiding, so we need to find a way to increase this without destroying the walls, otherwise the Vikings will immediately land here and destroy all of this. I believe I'm going to get... Can we squeeze it in there, even though it's not connected? So, where is it? Advanced down. Cemeteries, cemetery, place one there. There are space in these ones, but it fills up quite quickly sometimes, which is not necessarily a good thing. Happiness is trending towards 79, so we're going to increase the tax rate again. But we have Vikings invading. I'm going to leave this catapult here so it does not get destroyed. And I'm going to place the archers up there. Can the catapult go on the wall? Nope. But we can leave them here. I don't want them to be too close to where the Vikings land, which is usually over here. But luckily we do have 2 archer towers over this side of the island. I'm not sure where the Vikings are going to land on our island, but it seems they're coming from this direction. Luckily still no trolls, I believe. The ones with the black banners are like generals. But it seems they do have 2 catapults this time. Or maybe it means they've got a catapult on board. Could be. Or just like the level of difficulty they are. We have a diplomat en route. Luckily it's raining. I was hoping the rain would help out the fire. But it doesn't seem to be. Can our catapults do something? Can they fire on the enemy? I don't know if they're going to do more help or harm than good. But it seems we did successfully defend off our Vikings. As you can see here, they've completely ransacked the enemy, which I believe is this one. They seem to have been completely burnt to the ground. And to further look over here, we can see that these people are starving. Vikings did manage to break through over here. And they've collapsed this wall. They've damaged the treasury. I believe that money was probably from over here. Let's take a quick audience, because they are unfavourable of us. Yes. Alright, so I hope if we have it like that, we should be alright. I want to get that diplomat sent across over here. So I'm going to send them over here and get the diplomat on their way. Because then we can send them to this island to scout out what's going on. And by the looks of it, the Vikings did very well against them. Come over here, there is an exclamation mark. And that's because there's a diplomat here. They have a message from their ruler, yep. Nope. Da 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 da. Good for you. Lovely long message. They are neutral of us now, which means they probably won't attack us anytime soon, which is good. And for some reason our orchard's lost a load. We need to rebuild some of our stations over here. I don't know if anything important got destroyed apart from 5 farms. But everything looks alright. Catapults as usual are stuck together. Seems the catapults heal over time, I believe. And they're being pushed by the fishing boat. You can see them just getting pushed along. I wonder if the catapults can shoot at the people. That's not a catapult. Yeah, oh no, they're not back at full health. Never mind. But it seems they are struggling to get out of the water. So if we wrong button, click over there you go. We are pretty much running at max capacity in beds, so we'll probably need to extend that at some point. Maybe right now with a few more manors. Can you build? No, you need roads. So we're going to continue with our plan to expand the cemetery, so destroy that, and we can build, I think it's a maritime, a pier. Here, here, and here. Which we can then rebuild the walls on. So, and we can also put the rest of the cemetery down, which is these ones. Currently, we've got, well, we're supposed to be getting a lot more gold. I think that's just because we did those merchant trades. These are out of workers, it seems. So there's a good plan to build those roads. And we'll need to get a road around here at some point, which could mean more piers. We destroy those. We put a road along here. Then we can put more manor houses down. And we can put some piers along there, and there. And then we'd be able to wall it off. Looks fairly safe on the moment. I do want to start getting some of the more grand buildings in, like our hospital over here. For some reason, that's because there's nobody working in the Noria. Where is that? Would it be Aqua Engineers? We gotta put them at the top. And now there's nobody working. We just need more people, it seems. So I'm gonna start shoving in a few more manors wherever possible. Getting rid of these double houses. Putting in more manors. Because they can hold more people per space. And we can also do some work here, here, and put in another manor house. We can probably place, no, we can only place one there. But we could build another one of these at angle there. Seems if we go over here, we can see that our diplomat is ready to board the transport. So we get them on board. And we'll have them sent across over here to their... Well, look, it seems they do have stone roads, which is pretty impressive. I also want to get stone roads at some point, which we can probably do in some parts now. I think we need stone roads on the most important parts, and the most important parts are usually here. So this is where a lot of the resources come along. And it'll just let us get faster transport. Peasants are recently homeless, so I'm going to knock down the tax rate to help that out. And maybe we hold a festival will help. There you go, should help out. Trending towards 83. So we can increase the tax rate again. And if we look over here, we're going to have to unload over there. Because they've rebuilt their walls very fast. If we go over here, they've still rebuilt their military facilities. Over here, still burnt to the ground. And a lot of it's still damaged. If we go over here, we can see what we didn't see before. They have built another archer school. And I'm not sure what that's a chamber of war. Seems this area is not actually that well defended. We've got archer squad there. And an arch tower. But apart from these two towers, we could probably bust in there quickly. If we go over here, we can scout out what we didn't see before. And it seems they've just got one singular tower. And that's it. But we've got a merchant over on our side of the island with no special items again, but a lot to sell. I don't want to sell all of our wood this time because it's starting to get quite low. But I will sell our food, and we can buy some armaments in. We buy, how much? Buy 109, 500 gold. There you go. Don't want the armament to be stored over here, so yeah, that's set to 0. Should be good. And I want to get some more catapults open. So I'm going to order some catapults to be built, 3 to be precise. It will drain our economy completely, but hopefully we'll be alright. Can we sell anything else? We can sell a bit more charcoal, a bit more iron, a bit more stone to make 42 more gold. But at the moment we are making a lot of tax, which is good. And happiness is pretty average. So I am going to do a festival, so everyone's a lot happier. And we can make that better. Send these archers back over there. I don't know what they're doing over here. And I get 2 more walls in place. One there, and one over here. So we've got 619 spaces available, which will increase a lot more in a second. People are working there now. Anyone staying in these? Nope. I don't want this open for the moment because it's not the most useful. It provides no happiness, so I may just demolish it because I don't like it consuming armaments. And we also get a lot of wood back out of that, and we can reinvest that into something more useful, such as a theatre. Smaller, and it provides just as much happiness. Well, maybe not just as much, but a decent amount. And we also can get more houses in place, and we can probably squeeze a tavern back here. And a well somewhere. Well, and we can get how many more manors? 1 and 2. Maybe with some cottages somehow squished in here. Certainly drained all of our wood supply. And the witch wants something. What does the witch want? It wants... We're not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. Because we barely have any of those. As with our blacksmith boy. He's over here. And he needs to be producing tools. And we need to be mining armor. So I'm going to just remove these so they can't use them. Because the foresters are using them, and I believe that increases their production, but we're not producing enough to be able to do that yet. We've got a dragon raid incoming, and we've got Vikings soon. There is also a diplomat here. No. You can be destroyed by the Vikings for as much as I care, because you destroyed many of our catapults, which is unacceptable. Currently got 4 catapults, which is good. A lot better than what we originally had. And 2 dragons have been sighted this time, which is a lot worse than before, especially seeing how one is a black and orange one. Luckily that's going over towards the green island, because we don't have the resources to defend from that. We can defend Vikings, but dragons are a lot harder to defend against. We have a lot of charcoal being made, so I'm going to go over to the cart. And I also want it to add an extra layer to pick up from this stockpile. It needs to pick up when... Nope, I messed it up. Add 1. Stockpile, pick up 20 charcoal. And drop off 40 charcoal. Hopefully that works. We can watch its progress here. And apparently there's a fire somewhere. A fire over here. We should have a fire brigade, but I'm not sure if they can get to most of the buildings. Which they can, and they will, but still damage has been done. Luckily these piers haven't burnt, because they'd cost a lot to fix. And once again another building is on fire. It hasn't broken yet, but it may spread to the walls. Yeah, we don't want it to spread to the walls. People are literally right here. I don't understand why they can't just spray it from there. They have to go all the way onto the land and then spray it. But I believe that the fire has been put out. And to avoid further incidences like that, I'm going to put down another fire engine place. Wherever it is. It is not in food, I don't think. Where is it? There you go, fire brigade. Squeeze one in there. Luckily it seems we have got, I was going to say one of the easier dragons, but this one has just barred fire everywhere and it is destroying everything. So I wouldn't agree with that statement after just saying that. Hopefully our hospital doesn't burn down, because that's one of the most important buildings. Luckily our fire brigade seems to be working very well, and they have put out most of the fire, and now people are using this route as an easy cut through. Which maybe we should change it to. We could change this way to the easy cut through instead. And we can rebuild everything. And now I need to replace that farm. And we can replace this path. Why don't we? Yes, we can do that. And then we can also add a... Why don't we add a stone gate instead? Fancy. Vikings are invading. Let's see. How much... Wait, where's this island? This is our island, isn't it? Yes, it is, unfortunately. And that's one of our main towers gone, which need to be rebuilt. If only this dragon would just leave and attack another island instead, that'd be very helpful. Which hopefully it's doing. Hopefully people can hurry up and rebuild this area as a priority. Because this needs to be rebuilt ASAP, otherwise the Vikings are going to destroy us. After this Viking attack though, that will be the end for this episode, because we have definitely overdone our video time. But if we come over here, we can look at them being absolutely devastated. Where is our diplomatic friend? He can come over here. Have a look at what's going on. The Vikings burn everything to the ground. See, we actually sealed their fate with the amount of ships going past. Look at this. The dragons, everything. They're going to be absolutely demolished. It seems they've got a catapult working. And their armoured bands are just going to set this place to the ground. If we come over to our island, I believe we are complete and utterly safe. Oh no, they're landing over this side of the island instead, which is strange. Unfortunately, we did miss the witch's mission. They are out of range for this archer tower, but hopefully they'll walk along this wall and they can get battered by our... I just heard the money sound, but I don't know where it's happened. We get battered by all of our archer towers jutted along the coast. They are unfortunately destroying our aqueducts, which is not the most useful, but they are being absolutely demolished. That's a Norreagord. Luckily we do have an archer tower in range. This one I think is just out of range, but we only lost part of our We can rebuild the aqueduct quite quickly, although it does cost a lot of stone. And we can get our aqueduct back in place. I'm not sure where that is. It's in food, yes, it's in food. So we'll redrag that across. And I forgot they had another aqueduct. Nope, another catapult. But that's also been dealt with. We got another mission. Nope. Okay. Ignored. We can feed our peasants, but we don't need to worry about that because everything is a-okay. If these, where they are working, I'm gonna focus their repair target. Oh no, that's just focusing on where they're repairing, I believe. Yeah, that is going to be the end of this episode. If we check over here quickly, just to assess the damages for when we do go in for another strike against them. They have definitely suffered some damage because they've only got half strength archer tower there. And that's the only archer tower I believe we can see. So that will be the end of this episode. Make sure you do hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.